Bonjour tout le monde, welcome to Weekday Wanderings in Paris. My name is Jackie. We're here in a shady spot on the corner of Rue des Morillons and Rue Brassens, which is in the 15th arrondissement. And it's a super hot day today. We've had really hot temperatures all week and it will be reaching a peak tomorrow. We are anticipating 38 degrees Celsius tomorrow. It's going to be a high of 34 degrees today. So we're going to be frying. So bonjour Susan McGregor, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I think I can see my name twin on here, Jackie. Hi there, Jackie. Hi, Kim Dixon. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we just wait a little bit. I'm just going to profite, make the most of this shade for a couple of seconds, although I do have a bit of a trick to go on. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Jackie. Hello, Margaret. How are you? Nice to see you. Okay, so just a recap for those who've just joined us. We're in the 15th arrondissement. We're on the corner of the Rue des Morillons, and Rue Brassens. And we are at the Parc, Georges Brassens. Georges Brassens was a notable poet, writer, musician, singer from the 1900s through to the late 1900s, and this park has been honoured for him. So this park is relatively new, but it stands on the old parcel of land that used to be the abattoir of Vaugirard. Okay, so if we have a look behind me, you can see this big archway. So I'll turn my camera around and let's go for longer. We've got a Wallace fountain here. Okay, so we're just going out into the corner of the street. So this is a really built up area. It's relatively new. A lot of these buildings are Art Deco, so they're from the 1920s, 1930s. Okay, and this archway was built in 1907 here. And you can see there's a horse up there. Can you guess what sort of abattoir it is? Robin Noel, bonjour. I can't stay tonight. I will watch later. This is the arrondissement I'm very interested in. It's a really nice one. We'll join you later, Robin, but for Robin's benefit later, I get a lot of expats who come and move here. It's not as expensive as the 7th, but it's right next door. It's also next door to the 14th where I live, so this is just in my neighbourhood here. Yeah, so lots of schools. It's very family friendly and not as expensive as some other areas, so a good place for a lot of expat settlements. Okay, so we're just walking along Rue Brassens, and we're going towards these structures here, which may look familiar. They are reminiscent of, I suppose, Eiffel a little bit. Those arches there. But you'll also find that pretty much exactly the same structures were present at Les Halles and also at La Villette. So this is what was commonly used for herding stock ready for slaughter. Okay, so that's over there. We've got these big yellow signs up saying the Vide-Grenier. That's going to be on tomorrow. So, hi Sally Davies. Hope you're well. So a Vide-Grenier is, because people live in apartments, they can't have garage sales. In New Zealand, garage sales are a big thing, or yard sales. But we don't have those here. We instead have Vide-Grenier, where everybody brings their stuff and sells it on the side of the road. Okay, so this is one of the entrances. Now, these yards here, where the animals would have been kept and possibly killed here, they have a brand new use, which is, this is a marché de livres anciens et occasions. So it's a book fair. So you know how you have the bouquiniste on the Seine? okay, where they sell old books, and this is where on Saturdays and Sundays every weekend they also have a huge book market. So this is what this has been repurposed for. And that book market has been running since the 1980s. So this park opened officially in 1991. As I said, it's dedicated to Georges Brassens. Okay. It has beautiful plantings. It's got lovely rose gardens just along here and along here. It's very modern, so but I do like those little few vestiges of something a bit old. Okay, so this is the puppet theatre. Okay, lots of beautiful gardens there. So like I said, it's very, very hot today. So I was actually planning a walk from at a different park here in the 15th, but changed my mind when I realised that I couldn't handle yesterday's heat and this heat was going to be worse. So okay, there's a statue over here to Georges Brassens, just over here. Sounds super quiet. Well, it's going to get even more quiet. There's a playground just here. I won't go in there because there's lots of kids in there. And there's a manege here, a carousel. The reason I chose this over the other park I was planning on going to is this has lots and lots of shade. And like I said, I am super, super hot. Jackie says, well done you in that awful heat. Yeah. So Jackie, you know this park? Have you been here before? I must confess I only came here for the first time about a month ago, even though it's just down the road from my place. Okay, they're redoing this lake area here, but I'll show you over the fence here. So that building there, I don't know if you can see, I'll have to pull it down here so I can actually make it out. Okay, it says on the front there, Vente à la criée. So Vente à la criée is like one of those markets where everyone's screaming out the prices. So you can imagine this was a huge marketplace. So this would have opened in the late 1800s as a marketplace, and the abattoir opened late 1800s, and it closed in 1975 because, as you can see, this is a big residential area and people hated the smell of rotting corpses. And imagine on a day like this, it would have been absolutely awful. So yeah, they said let's get rid of that, which they did. And of course you've got this big empty space which they've repurposed for this park. So there's a few statues here and there. They've tried to keep this as naturalistic as possible. Jackie says she's never been here. It's really interesting. It's a bit different, huh? I love this statue. So it's a life-size donkey. So yeah, oh, of course I forgot to mention, so there's the those archways where the book market is. The market was a horse market, a horse meat market. And just up that way, I won't go up there, but that's sort of like another exit or entrance. There's a memorial statue for the man who decided that eating horse meat was a really good idea. So, yeah, he's commemorated there. Okay, lots of people exercising here. Somebody coming towards me, so that's why you're looking at trees at the moment. So, what was that? Melbourne's hot, I believe. And I'm guessing New Zealand is, Melbourne's cold. That's what you were saying, yes? Okay, here's a view looking out towards the marketplace, well, what it would have been the marketplace, and there's now a little lake type thing which has been done up, and that would have been the entrance to the market there. And here's that Montfort Theatre, yeah. So it's very, very quiet in this part. It's very ecological here. So it's a mare, a little swamp area. And Jackie says it's flipping cold in New Zealand. Wow. What would you prefer, heat or cold? Okay, let's go up here. So as you can see, there's plenty of shade here, which is exactly why I decided to come here, to make the most of that. So there's lots of little playground areas for kids. It's really cool. But then there are also lots of little secluded areas like this. So it's a place you can really come and, you know, adventure. Okay, so this is another special thing about it. Here we have the ruche. What's a ruche? Heat, yes. These are the beehives. So this is actually an educational facility to teach people how to keep beehives. So there's a lot of beehives here, and I guess they have names on them for the people who own them or run them. Okay, but there's one other thing I'm going to show you down here. So as you can possibly hear, we're hearing less and less background noise. So by the entrance there was a cache, so there were a lot of kids around there, and of course there's the playgrounds there. Bonjour Monica, sweltering here near Cognac. 31 already on the way to 37 today. All shutters down and aircon on. Yep. Yeah. I know you guys have been really hot down there. Okay, so this is something I wanted to show you here. This is called the Clos de Morillon. So the road we started on was the Rue de Morillon, and that's a type of grape. And here we have a vineyard, and this is actually, so I didn't discover this, I just found this out today, but this vineyard here, I always thought that the Clos de Montmartre was the only one within Paris, but of course this is another one. So reminder, we're in the 15th here, and the Clos de Montmartre was in the 18th. So it's quite a big vineyard, well, relatively big, not as big as the one of Montmartre. And if we look over this direction here, we'll get a better view because at the moment all you can see is green. But the Petite Ceinture runs all the way along here. So some of you may recall I took you to a few parts of the Petite Ceinture. In the 14th we saw one in around Parc around my place at Port d'Orléans, and also in the 18th by the La Recyclerie at Porte de Clignancourt. Let's have a look more at our vineyard here. So this is the old vineyard of Vaugirard, which actually dates back to the 1600s. So it's really old. Okay, so look, we feel like we're in a forest here. And apart from the people that are running and all these people over there taking photos, it's really quiet and calm, and most importantly shady, very shady. So this park is only 7.7 hectares. The park I wanted to take you to was 14 hectares and was mostly open. Again, why I didn't want to go there. I prefer 7.7 hectares in forested area, so you can imagine. That's quite nice, huh? It's a lovely forest. Yes, it is, Jackie. Okay, if we come over here, we can have a look at the Petite Ceinture very briefly. Unfortunately, it's locked off. There is a hole in the fence. You can climb through that, but I'm not very acrobatic these days. Okay, so that's the Petite Ceinture all the way along there. So if you could get onto it, you should be able to get onto it somewhere. It's quite lovely. Okay, we'll start wrapping it up soon. So yeah, it just it's so great that, you know, you can be in the middle of the city. Like I said, the 15th is quite a modern built up area, and yet here we are in the middle of the 15th in a forest. Isn't that cool? I like that. So one of the exits is that way, so we've walked diagonally through the park. That's one exit there, just there, not very far away, and we're heading back this way. I'll go this way. So in the news, apart from it being sweltering hot, the weather should peak on tomorrow, on Saturday, at 38 in Paris at least, and I'm sure in Cognac it's going to be even worse. But on Sunday it's going to be a lot cooler, and we are forecast for thunderstorms again. But on the Sunday we also have the legislative elections. So we had the first round last Sunday. And then yeah, we have the finals on this weekend. Sally says, I have 1 week till I leave for France. You're coming, Sally. I hope we're catching up. Okay, we're going to finish our talk here. So this is a big, you know, grassed area. There's a covered playground area, and then you've got this open playground area too. Lots of sports equipment, and you've got rides and everything over here which are open in the weekend. And there's the Vente à la Criée. So there we go. Alright, and look at this big rock formation here to climb on. When we came here the other day, my kids had a ball. They were climbing on this for ages. Okay, so Sally, I'm looking forward to catching up with you when you get here in France. And to everybody else, thank you. Jackie says bonne élection, merci. Sally says, and la fête de la musique, I hope we get to meet up too. Yes, fête de la musique is on the 21st of June. That's an international festival that started in France here. Celebrate free music on the summer solstice. So lots of places celebrate it throughout the world, but it started here, and of course free music everywhere. That will be a neat time to be here. Margaret's been here. Okay, those rocks look cool, don't they, Sally? Okay, Jen Lee, hi there. A lovely deep shade you have there on Sunday. We're supposed to have a heat wave, 15 degrees in Melbourne. Thanks for the walk. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of shady haven and a very, very hot Paris. So take care, everybody. If you're in a cold place, stay warm. If you're in a hot place, stay cool. I'm going to go home, put my feet up, and take lots of water, because I'm already starting to get dehydrated. So take care, everybody. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you next Friday. See you later. Bye.